Hey everyone, it is your girl Kiki and I am back with another video. So tonight I want to do Waiting to Exhale. This is another requested movie from one of the family members. I really want to call y'all family members. It's just a little bit more personable, and I want to take the time out to thank each and every person that has subscribed to this channel. It really means a lot to me. Every milestone, every time I see I got one more subscriber, one more loved one, it totally makes me happy. It doesn't matter that I'm not at 1,000 yet. It does not matter. Of course, I want to get there. However, I am grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, Waiting to Exhale is a 1995 classic film, which is a story by Terry McMillan and directed by Forrest Whitaker. Let's go ahead and unpack this classic, and this is one of my favorite movies. I absolutely love this movie. Savannah, who is played by the Whitney Houston, is a young, successful, and classy woman. Savannah clearly wanted love and companionship, just like most women, right? However, it just wasn't playing out for her quite like she would like. Unfortunately, in this movie, I believe it was meant to show viewers that Black successful women usually have a hard time in the love department of their lives. Her mother was 100% wrong for encouraging her to be involved with Kenneth, knowing that he was a married man. I just can't understand a mother encouraging her daughter to do such a thing. She thought it was justified by saying he wasn't happy in his marriage, but that still doesn't change him being married. It was so odd to me when Savannah was criticizing Robin for sleeping with a married man when she was literally doing the same exact thing. But I was glad to see her break things off in the end with Kenneth because it was the right thing to do. She did admit that she, was an a-hole for even being involved with him in the first place. But the important thing is that she recognized her wrong. She realized that it wasn't right. And she also realized she deserved better and moved on. Gloria, played by Loretta Devine, was a classy, beautiful, and successful hairstylist with a high schooler son. I loved Gloria because she was the voice of reason in this dynamic friend group. She was the friend that's going to tell you the hard truth, even if you don't want to hear it. I didn't like to see her being desperate for her son Tariq's father. She was insecure about her weight, so when he rejected her notion for him due to him being gay, she thought he was saying that just because he wasn't attracted to her, just because he didn't want to sleep with her. As a woman, we should never, ever, ever beg a man for sex, love, attention, or anything else. When Gloria met Marvin, she was so scared and insecure, thinking she wasn't deserving of a good love. Honey, you deserved all the love. Her son Tariq was a good kid. He was just feeling unwanted because he didn't have a relationship with his dad, and it was definitely affecting him. So he was acting out in different ways. I really liked how she was able to let her guard down in the end and give Marvin a real chance while he was able to love her and help her to let her son go and become a man, because Gloria definitely deserved it. And sometimes as women, we definitely psych ourselves out and put those negative thoughts in our heads like, oh, we don't deserve this kind of love, or we allow others to put those thoughts in our head. And I'm glad that she finally, was accepting of the fact that she definitely deserved a good love. I also want to go back and say I don't see how I forgot to include beautiful when I was describing Savannah, but definitely beautiful, hands down. Bernie, played by Angela Bassett, was a beautiful, classy wife and homemaker. She gave up her career to pour into her husband and children. Being that I am a divorcee, it always stings now that I'm older on the part after her husband announced he's leaving her for someone else and she's home. And that part where she's leaning her head up against like the fish tank in her home with tears just flowing down her face. The hurt was all over her, and it always gets to me now that I'm older and I've experienced hurt. It's so low down. Her husband, John, by Michael Beach, is so low down how he leaves her for another woman after 11 years and 2 children. After this woman has sacrificed her career, her body, her soul, her whole life to just leave her high and dry like that for another woman. I will admit that it is hurtful when it's another woman, but as a black woman, it is sometimes even more hurtful when it's a white woman because of the history behind a lot of things that I really don't want to get into right now, but it can just be hurtful. So I definitely understood where she was coming from with that, and I have experience with that. So yes, I'm sure a lot of women would agree that it felt good to watch her trash all of his belongings and light them on fire. Bernie was wrong, though, for sleeping with that married man, even though I know she was still hurting. You know, the man that she was dancing with in the club, and she finally broke down and admitted to Gloria that she slept with him, and Gloria told her she was wrong. Yeah, she was wrong for that, because here you are hurting because somebody was messing with your husband, and here you are messing with someone else's husband. It just wasn't right. Anyway, I was happy to see her win that settlement against her husband in the divorce, and she was able to live comfortably with her children, because when a woman gives up her career, her whole life for a man, and then he leaves, and maybe she was in love or whatever and didn't make sure to have any secure prenup or anything, that could be difficult. Can she go out and get a job and things? Yes. But when a woman hasn't been working for so long and she's so used to being home with her babies and she's so accustomed to a certain lifestyle, you know, she wants to be able to still afford that lifestyle. And it's not fair that because her husband wanted someone else for her to have to just fend for herself and children while he went out and, you know, lived his life with his other woman. So I was glad to see her win that.
With only 2 other black children because you don't want them to be improperly influenced. Well, guess what, John? You're the motherfucking improper influence. Get your shit. Get your shit.
Layla Rashawn, also very beautiful, very, very classy, very successful. I believe maybe she was some kind of executive or something at her company. Robin in the movie. Robin was another beautiful, successful woman that was obviously desperate for love because she was fooling around with a married man. And time again, as most women do, she was hearing from this married man that he was going to finally leave his wife and finally be with her. And of course, I'm sure, you know, a lot of women hear this. I'm not even happy with her. I don't even want to be there. Just give me some more time and blah, blah, blah. And she was falling for it. But then it would be on and off and she would, you know, date someone else and it just wasn't working out. And she was definitely desperate for love because even though she was beautiful, successful, sexy, all of these things, just like so many women, she for some reason wasn't believing that she was deserving of a good love. So she was looking in all the wrong places. When she started messing with the one guy who was, you know, doing drugs, you know, when she went to that party with him, she seen him doing drugs and just acting a fool, acting crazy, and showing up at her apartment drunk, and it was just crazy. She just was not good at picking them. Let's just be real. I feel like she definitely ignored red flags, and she definitely, you know, was not realizing what she deserved. But in the end, even though she found out that she was pregnant and she decided to keep her baby, she found the strength to leave Russell, which is the guy that she was having an affair with. She decided to walk away from him. And even though she knew that that may mean also him not being a part of her child's life, she was willing to accept that. Is it unfair for the child? It is. But she had already made a poor decision. And I feel that she was, from the writers, who did this movie, they were trying to show us that she was trying to take control of her life, be responsible, and lay in the bed that she had made. So I was happy to see that. I was happy in the end to see that all the women, realize their worth. And I feel that that is one of the main things that we were supposed to take from this movie, is that there were 4 beautiful, successful, classy, deserving women who did not see that, who did not see their worth, who did not see that they were deserving. And in the end, they all, one by one, were able to pick themselves up, look in the mirror, and actually see, hey, I deserve more than this. I'm deserving of a good love. I'm deserving of a real love. And even though Gloria is the only one in the end that ended up with someone, doesn't matter. They all found their worth in the end. And that is, to me, the most important thing. They all found their worth. And I think that's one thing that I would love for a lot of women, especially Black women, to start looking in the mirror and realizing, sure, there's some things that we all need to change. And by all means, we can all do better and change those things if you want to, if you know that you need to change some things. But overall, we have to accept ourselves for who we are and love ourselves and realize that if we are good people, if we are loving and kind people, we deserve good and kind, easy and soft love. All right. So that is all for tonight. I will be back with another video. Please, please, please continue to like, comment, please share, please subscribe, please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on Waiting to Exhale, this classic, lovely movie. And until next time, bye.